Taiwan celebrated its 54th consecutive day without local transmissions of COVID-19 on Friday. Health Minister Chen Shih-chung said that controls within Taiwan would be gradually lifted, but that border controls will remain in place. Only when life in Taiwan is back to normal, with no second spike of cases, will officials consider relaxing border controls.
It's been 54 days since the last local transmission in Taiwan. Of the 443 diagnosed patients, 429 have recovered. Only 7 remain in the hospital. These doctors say the hardest moment of the epidemic was when the first death was announced, that of a private hire driver.
Of course, the hardest moment was the first death. He was actually a patient who we only discovered through retrospective contact tracing. He had already passed on by the time we reached him. Because it was the first death, society was quite shocked. From that day on, there were lots of media reports about whether the body had been handled correctly and so on.
Although the epidemic has subsided in Taiwan, officials are taking it slow when it comes to lifting controls. For now, the Central Epidemic Command Center will stay at Level 1 authorization, maintaining the right to define public health rules. People will have to wait for an easing of border controls.
We still need to deal with border controls, so the CECC won't be downgraded in the near term. As we relax rules within Taiwan, we don't want to do the same with border controls, at least not in a big way. We need to handle these matters separately. After we relax the rules in Taiwan and the situation stabilizes, we'll gradually move to loosen border restrictions.
Once the time comes to ease border controls, international flight transfers are set to be the first on the table. They were banned in late March.
We'll prepare to allow transfers first, so we'll ask airports and the Civil Aeronautics Administration to make detailed plans for the spatial logistics of travelers within airports. When the time is right and when the whole community is stable and safe, then we'll have some negotiations.
The press conference ended with Chen asking his masked and unmasked colleagues to line up in a staggered formation to demonstrate how social distancing can be maximized if not everyone is wearing a mask.